Nice and easy, nice and easy. Everyone ready?
I can't now, yeah.
Grand Rising and welcome to another vlog. So we are in Cape Town right now at Virgin Active here, Virgin Active Sea Point. We invited a couple of our community members from Founders Acquisition, and yeah, I'm just waiting for Andrew, my fiance, is here with me. Ah, thank you so much. Just waiting for Andrew. We have a couple of meetings now with our sales team, and then around 11 a.m., which is in an hour and a half, a couple of these the founding members and some of the other members in the students community will come down. We'll have a little High Rocks event. So yeah, very excited. Let me show you how the gym look.
So it's going to be over there. It's actually beautiful. There's a lot of paddle courts over here.
Yeah, but for now, we're gonna be doing a bit of work. Andrew's coming down for a meeting. We get to know anything about the community. Founders Acquisition, link down below. Got about 1,700 people in the free community. Extremely valuable stuff. Let's get into the vlog. Yo, 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 look who arrived. Right, so everybody has arrived. We are all getting ready to do the High Rock session. But yeah, it's going to be a good day. It's actually nice and sunny. Doing some sun maxing. Might remove the shirt a bit later. All right, is everyone ready? Yes, sir. Yeah, is everyone warmed up? See, now you're on camera, now you do it. Nice and easy. Grand Rising. Ladies and gentlemen, it is around 8 a.m. I'm going to show you guys what I utilize to get the most out of my mornings when I do my deep work. I usually do my deep work around now because I'm in a fasted state. And so this is all the supplements that I'll be taking this morning, as well as some during the afternoon. But I'll quickly go through it. So first and foremost, the most important thing is to get hydrated. So I got some reverse osmosis water in here. I threw some ice in here because I basically just fill this bottle up about 2-3 times during the day. And if there's ice in there from the get-go, the water always stays cold. So I squeeze some lime in there to just make sure the water is not restructured, but is remineralized. Oh yeah, the water also has creatine. So I already throw my creatine in the water. Then I know that's dialed. So then, the first supplement I'll be taking after I take a sip of this is some sea moss. So this is definitely not something that most of you guys will be familiar with. And I know this one looks fairly funky, and this one's actually called sparkling unicorn poop. So ignore the name. This is just a new, like, not flavor, but I guess a flavor that I was just trying out. But this has 92 out of, like, I think there's 102 minerals in total. It's extremely mineral dense, and so I basically just take this for extra minerals. So I'll get this down with some water because it doesn't really taste so well. Then I made a coffee with a single espresso. Then I also got something interesting in here. So I throw this in my coffee. In the mornings, bulletproof coffee's got some MCT oil and collagen in, essentially not breaking my fast because I'm fat fasting essentially, but it's keeping me energized and focused and dialed in while I'm fasting. And then I also put in some Silogit in my coffee. So this is very similar to the sea moss, except this is a black powder or paste that they take off of the Himalayan mountains. So also very mineral rich. This with the sea moss, essentially getting all the minerals you'll need on a day-to-day basis. I think before you supplement with supplements, you should always try and supplement your deficiencies through your lifestyle and through diet. And so I'm trying to get in all my nutrients and everything that I do need on a day-to-day basis through my diet, through my lifestyle. And then in the evening time, I'll do magnesium glycinate, and then I'll also do a sleep extract and some Reese extract in the evening to just help with sleep. And then, in my coffee that I'm currently drinking, I threw some lion's mane and this cognitive function liquid extract. Absolutely love these things. They really help me focus. And then I also do vitamin D3 and K2 in the afternoon, and also my omega-3 fatty acids. And then 3 times a week, maybe sometimes more, I'll do some nicotine bubblegum. This helps me to focus, but also Andrew Huberman is using it for brain health. So if Andrew Huberman is using it, then I'm using it. So yeah. That is that. I'm going to go do some sun maxing and then start with work, do some deep work. My fiance and I actually have a date this morning. We're going to be essentially planning out the rest of this year. So yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I am eating dinner and I want to take you guys through what I tend to eat in the evening times. I'll usually eat something a bit more heavier, something like red meat, something like steak, and then avo. I actually love eating avo with my steak. Salt over everything, some lime or lemon over the avo. Absolutely amazing. And some people ask, do I track my calories, my macros, things like that? I don't think it's a necessity, but just like tracking anything else, if you track something and you know exactly what's going into your body, you're just going to get a lot more of an accurate output. And so if you know you want to look a certain way, by tracking everything meticulously, you'll get a much more accurate output, because now I know exactly I can still eat 600 calories. It can just be carbs if it want to, because I already have all my protein in for the day. So do I track it 100%? Does my life revolve around this? Of course not. But I want to have a certain type of physique. I want to be healthy. I want to look good, at least lean as well. And just like everything else with my business, I track, as well as with my physique, I track everything. So I think it's super, super cool. This is some steak left over from yesterday's braai. I'm going to be eating this. I also freeze grapes that I'll show now over this clip with some B-roll. I freeze grapes. That's going to be my dessert. And then, probably within about 45 minutes from now, I'll go and hit the gym. Is it optimal to eat something heavy, like red meat, heavy digesting like red meat before the gym? Probably not. But I was supposed to go and hit the gym a bit earlier today, but I had some work to do. I decided to rather work through and then hit the gym later. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are out here in the gym. We are quickly waking up our nervous system. Always like to, for like 5-10 minutes before I actually get into training, to just do a movement like this, just wake up the body. It is a bit colder now as well, so I'm not really walking outside as much as I used to. Usually before the gym I just go outside for a walk, but obviously can't be doing that now if it's so cold. Now we're just in here quickly doing a bit of a bike, and we'll join everybody else on the dance floor probably after about 5 minutes or so. And because it's nighttime right now, it's about 7-ish p.m. Got the blue light blocking glasses on. Let me show you guys what I'm experiencing. Oh, no blue light. That helps to set your circadian rhythm by avoiding blue light. Yes, and I'm struggling to get this on. By avoiding blue light that is detrimental to your circadian rhythm. So a big up to blue light blocking glasses. Highly recommend. All right, so I just came back from the gym, and Andrew actually sent this to me. It's on Chris Williams's email list that I like to share with you guys. I think we are all familiar with the quote from Viktor E. Frankl, where he says, when a man can't find a deep sense of meaning, they distract themselves with pleasure. Frankel's arguing that a lack of meaning causes people to seek temporary relief in superficial pursuits rather than addressing the underlying existing void, the root cause of that, whether that be, going out partying, essentially tapping into not delayed gratification, but gratification, to essentially just avoid the lack of purpose and meaning, maybe working through the friction to actually trying to figure out your life. It's so much easier to rather just play some video games, drink a beer with the boys, go for a smoke or whatever. I was there and I completely understand that paradigm. Obviously there's just trade-offs, when you make that decision, but a different argument, that we don't ever really hear, is the complete inverse, where when a man can't find a deep sense of pleasure, they distract themselves with meaning. If ease, grace, joy, and playfulness don't come easily to you, one solution is to ignore moment to moment happiness entirely and just always pursue hard things. You become a world champion at winning the marshmallow test, essentially justifying your hard work, virtue signaling. I'm completely delaying gratification to an extent where it's almost like you are saving up money, but you're never spending it. And yeah, that's all what life is all about. I think we tend to overcorrect ourselves in the beginning of essentially going through this self-improvement journey, trying to figure out your life coming from school or university or whatever. Maybe there's a complete mistake, like you have no idea what's going to happen in the future. You want to figure out your life, and so you start improving your life, going to the gym, reading books, self-development, maybe doing some courses, starting a business, getting your relationships behind each other, maybe sorting out your relationship, stop drinking, smoking, doing all those things. And then you start overcorrecting, because in and of itself, those things aren't necessarily a bad thing. It's just in excess, and so we overcorrect and we completely avoid those things, and just instead of tapping into gratification, we completely delay it to a point where we never tap into it. That's not life. And I think life comes down to balance, and essentially curating a life that is a balance between purpose and joy, and being able to tap into gratification every day and not justifying your delaying of doing things that you enjoy for a potential future enjoyment. You might not even be alive in the future that you are delaying for. And so, just speaking to myself here as well, I tend to justify me working over the weekends and not going to go play golf, not spending time with the boys, not doing all the things that I need to do or that I would like to do, because I am investing that into a potential better future. But I do need to realize, that I might not even be here in my future. And yeah, so enjoying the journey is very important. And yeah, I think that's just a beautiful lesson that I wanted to convey with you guys after my gym session. All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So just woke up a little while back. I woke up around 7 a.m.-ish this morning. It is winter time now, or turning winter at least, so I tend to sleep a bit later. But yeah, the entire intention for today is to, because I do have an active rest day today when it comes to my training, so I'm actually going to be playing some golf today. I absolutely love playing golf. I'm getting like 13,000 steps as well, so checking that off. I'm outside in nature, walking, doing some cardio, and I'm with my mates, and yeah, just love playing golf, so yeah, I'm excited for that. We're going to be playing golf around 3-4 p.m. That's going to be my activity for the day, and it's also checking off my steps. I try and get at least 12K steps in every day, and it's awesome to play things like paddle, tennis, golf, sports that I enjoy with friends that I can still, get my steps in. So I absolutely love that. But yeah, the main intention for today when it comes to the business is to focus on service delivery for our agency, the SMMA agency that Andre and myself are running, to focus on the client fulfillment. I really dislike working on different projects at a time, and I like to spread the projects up during the week, one at a time per day. So today is going to be focused mainly on service delivery, focusing on all the projects we're working with our clients, all the content for them, making sure everything is sorted out, all the posting schedules and everything is working well. Yeah, trying to finish as much as possible, trying to see if I can get tomorrow and the day after's work finish as well, so that I can then focus tomorrow on the info product, building out the module for this week. I try and release one module in our exclusive community, Founders Acquisition, link down below. Go and have a look. We've got 1,700 people in the free community. We've got about 20 people in the exclusive one, so you can have a look. Extremely valuable stuff in there. Other than that, let's get into doing some work right now. I need to go to the dentist a bit later to just go and make sure everything is good with my teeth. And yeah, let's
You get like 10 to like.
All right, so we just made it. A place called Arzendal. Look at this. What a beautiful place. That's why I love golf so much. You get outside, spending time with friends, moving your body, walking. And I'm actually going to be carrying this bag. Actually, I don't know how much this thing weighs. Probably like 15 kgs. 15, yeah, probably 15, 17. First hole went well in par, both of us. I just hit a terrible shot, but just look how beautiful this is. Let's go! And yeah, as a testimony to my previous statement, you know, I'm feeling so good. I really enjoyed it going outside. Yeah, I feel a lot more rejuvenated and excited to actually get back to work. You know, when I was going out to golf, I was definitely not really in the mindset to go out. I wasn't really looking forward to too much because I was a bit irritated and frustrated with the work, and I wasn't really enjoying the work either. But after 2-3 holes playing golf, I started really enjoying it to a point where I didn't want to go. So yeah, coming back now, I'm feeling in such a good headspace. I'm gonna quickly go take a shower, make some hot chocolate, and then I'm gonna get back to work. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. So I'm actually heading over to Andre's place now in Paul Valdevie. So we're gonna be shooting some ads for the agency and the info product today. It's Saturday right now. But yeah, I'm gonna end the vlog here. If you guys made it thus far, comment a fire emoji down below. And yeah, if you guys want to know anything more about our community, School of Athens and Founders Acquisition, all the links is down below. We got 1,700 people in our free school community. So yeah, extremely valuable stuff down there. But other than that, have a good day. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.